This video presents content from Chapter 6 of the book Sustainable Living and World Peace, from a section entitled Ecolabels May Help in Knowing that a Business Has Environmental and/or Social Standards. Even if you are striving to be PAL sustainable in your lifestyle, it may be difficult to know the best PAL sustainable products available to buy as a consumer. Somehow we would need to consider and judge the upstream production, the use, and the downstream end-of-life aspects of a product's life cycle. This will be necessary to see overall if a product is more PAL sustainable than another. Consider that a product may be made from recycled materials, but the manufacturing process may use harsh chemicals that are released into the environment during manufacturing. This product could have been marketed as being environmentally friendly. However, an alternative product that was not made from recycled material could actually be a better choice because of other considerations, such as not releasing toxic substances during manufacture. There are many claims of eco-friendly and environmental benefits in the products we can buy. Some of these claims are legit, while others are only legitimate to a certain extent. Some are claims that make it seem that the producers do not fully understand what would actually be environmentally beneficial. Still others simply try to greenwash their products with unsubstantiated or worthless claims in order to try to reach an environmentally attentive crowd. Right now, many different levels of government, federal, state, county, and city, and some private businesses have purchasing policies that favor the acquisition of more environmentally friendly products. These policies may only state that a product has to be more environmentally friendly than alternative products in order for it to be considered preferable. But unless all other factors of the life cycle are considered, you may not be getting a good picture of which, if any, is actually more environmentally friendly or closer to being PAL sustainable. Whether we are making purchases we will use in our private lives or in our places of work, one way to see that a product adheres to a set of environmental and sustainable standards, sometimes worker well-being and/or social accountability standards too, is to seek out products that have eco-labels. Each eco-label has a certification process with a set of standards to be followed in order to earn the certification. Even though these standards are often not following complete sustainability standards as are sought by the PAL sustainability principles, they at least show discipline by the producer, and the producers actually often overshoot the standards set by the eco-label. Eco-labels are a good start, but we should always strive toward complete sustainability or PAL sustainability in our lifestyles and in our purchases. The website www.ecolabelindex.com is a great website to look at for information on different eco-labels. There are hundreds of different eco-labels around the world, with each one of them usually specializing in certifying a specific category of products. Most of today's products are not certified. Some industries seem to have more products carrying some type of eco-label or that are able to honestly proclaim an environmental advantage over former or alternative products, while other industries are lagging behind. For instance, it seems that many companies involved in the paper products industry have been actively seeking certification of some sort, are offering a certified alternative as part of their product line, or can claim honest environmental benefits over conventionally produced or alternative products. This has only really started recently and will become more and more common in other industries as the influence of our PAL virtue starts to dominate our production and consumption. Take a look at some of the different eco-labels from the www.ecolabelindex.com website and follow up by seeking more information on different eco-label websites. Ask yourself, does the eco-label I am researching truly have standards that would be considered completely sustainable and would conform to the PAL sustainability principles, or is there room for improvement? Even if it is not completely sustainable, you will probably see that it is at least heading in a positive direction, and you would probably get some ideas as to what it would take to continue striving for sustainability. You may want to look for an eco-label related to the industry you work in and see how your company's practices stack up against their standards. You should then ask yourself, how could we get our business up to the standards of the eco-label and then go beyond toward complete sustainability? Consider for a moment that one paper product is made up of 100% recycled paper, while another paper product is not using recycled paper, but has its source as being certified by an eco-label that certifies forestry and/or paper-related products. Which one of these would actually be considered more sustainable, the recycled paper or the certified paper? What if the way the paper is being recycled is not being conducted cleanly like it could be, or if workers are being asked to work in substandard conditions? Just as just mentioned, having a product be certified by an eco-label could give some assurance that not only are the products being held to some environmental standard, but possibly also a worker well-being or social accountability standard. If done correctly, both 100% recycled and the certified products should be part of the big picture for PAL sustainability. To really make a big leap toward PAL sustainability, we must get to complete recycling of all paper products and completely sustainable forestry management practices in all of the forests we harvest wood from. It may be difficult to find products in many industries made by producers that are striving for environmental friendliness, let alone any that are striving for PAL sustainability at this time. We need to beware of products boasting they are eco-friendly when they are not. Companies may try to play up their products in any case. Beware of items self-labeled as all natural or making other claims of being green or eco-friendly. These self-ascribed labels really have no definite meaning. In addition to seeking eco-labels, just checking the labels for clues should be beneficial if we look carefully. If a business has nothing to hide and takes pride in their products, it should not mind giving maximum information regarding its products' PAL sustainability-related aspects on their labels without needing to be told to. It may be challenging to find many suppliers and retailers that carry the products we are looking for, and we may actively have to seek them out. We should not be afraid to speak to retailers and ask them to provide sustainable or at least environmentally friendly alternatives. Just keep in mind, as consumers, we must be supportive of retailers' initiatives toward PAL sustainability for it to be worth their while to carry these products. We could also call manufacturers, especially those that make some of our favorite products, and ask them what they're doing to make their products and manufacturing practices sustainable. Do not be afraid to offer a suggestion if you think you have a good sustainability idea for them. It is easy to find out information on businesses on the internet, either at their website or by other people reviewing their products and business practices. Both the smaller and newer companies, as well as the larger and more popular companies, need to understand PAL virtue and learn to express it in their products in order for real progress to be made toward complete sustainability. Even though you may not agree with all of their beliefs or certifying criteria, in general, eco-labels try to promote environmental friendliness and good working conditions. Keep in mind that adhering to the standards of these labels is done voluntarily and is a choice by businesses expressing their virtues of appreciation for life and people, and because of the pride they have in their work and products. These labels help foster a fair competitive environment for businesses and better conditions for workers worldwide. This helps the currently more developed countries remain competitive since they generally have higher existing standards for working conditions and the environment. It prevents some countries and companies from allowing poor working conditions and poor environmental standards to be considered as an option for creating competitive advantage. We should not look to lower our standards to others' poorer standards in order to level the playing field or create a business advantage. We should look to raise other countries' and company standards and all of our standards toward PAL sustainability for the sake of humanity and all of life. Where we spend our money and how we do our jobs reflects our beliefs and standards for all people and all life. Information and knowledge are power. Reading products labels and searching or researching eco-labels to gain information on products does provide some assurance levels of earth friendliness. In actuality, though, applied knowledge is the real power to make effectual changes that are truly beneficial to the earth and all life. It will be too much for each person to completely figure out the entire supply chain and life cycle of every product they purchase. There are simply too many products with too many components or ingredients to account for, and it would be difficult for most anyone to mentally digest. No matter how passionate you are toward quickly committing to a PAL sustainable life, you can get bogged down with details and searching. there is a possibility of being completely overwhelmed by what it takes to strive for pal sustainability if we do not somehow get some help in our assessment efforts. The various eco-labels have been organized by motivated people that have done a great deal of legwork for us. These organizations will usually have their own symbol they allow to be used on products that have met the standards of the organization. Since most eco-labels are specific to certain types of products, this specialization allows them to focus their knowledge of their field toward areas where they know environmental and social concerns and issues can occur. Of course, your views would need to be in sync with those of the eco-label. Even though we are striving toward complete sustainability and there will still be much work to do, we at least know that these eco-labels are helping with higher goals and expectations than what many of today's conventionally made products currently have.